quickly, before I read this, I want to say this will most likely be a longer verse than usual because I have a story related to this verse. This is not from anyone. This is not from any of my friends. This is not... I got this actually from a YouTube video a while ago. The verse is... Where is it? 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no wonder, even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Now, my story for this. First off, great verse. I have a story. This video will most likely, instead of my normal 59 seconds to a minute, probably take about 2-3 minutes. What it is, you know that a few episodes ago, I brought you over to my TV, which is just sitting over there. It's a little out of frame if I move this. You should probably be able to see it. Yep, right there. And I said I love watching Max and stuff. I love watching shows, movies, but I didn't feel like something was off. I felt like something was off. Today, everything changed. Because there were way too many coincidences for it to actually be a coincidence. And let me explain why. The twins, right? They got killed today. And normally I would have turned the game off. For some reason, I stayed in the living room and watched with my mom. I could have came right back in here and watched the Twins game right on my bed that's behind me. You can see a little bit of it right there. Or I could have just turned the game off altogether. Instead, I stayed in the living room. That's just one thing. Then randomly, I mentioned to Mom, the problem I've been having. She knew about it a little bit already. But I mentioned to her the problem I've been having. And I randomly thought, because the thing I did with the show I was watching, it's called Gotham. Set before Batman, it follows Bruce Wayne and Gordon before he became commissioner. What I would do before Gotham is I would read one chapter, no matter what. If I was going to watch an episode, I was going to read a chapter. And then I had the thought, because it randomly came to me, this isn't God telling me to stop watching. This is Satan pulling me away. Because what happened after is I stopped reading the Bible. I'm not lying. I stopped reading because that was my best way of reading the Bible. That was my most consistent way of reading the Bible. And I trust that if God wanted me to stop, and I did stop, it would have, because if anything, it pulled me further away. And then that verse came into my mind. The reason I remember this verse is because I watched a MatPat video way back months ago about the Mandela catalog, and he talked about the verse, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14, for Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. And that made me realize these thoughts, even though they might seem like they're from God, aren't. And that also made me realize how strong God is. Because I never fully believed that was right. I never fully believed that me stop watching it was actually what was God wanted to happen. This is one of the craziest stories I've ever experienced. Like I said, there's way too many coincidences for it to be an actual coincidence. Isn't that just crazy? I could have easily came back in here, watched the game in here, or just not even watched the game. Instead, I stayed in there, had the conversation with Mom, thought those two things. And yeah, I realized it. Satan is a loser. He's a loser, okay? That might have been cringe. I don't care. He's a loser. And wow, that might have been one of the craziest nights of my life. I just can't stop smiling. Wow. Thank you guys for always supporting me. Right after this, I'm going to go right there into my chair and I'm going to record my 100 subscriber special. I promise. If I don't promise, I don't even know. But just wow. Always remember, Satan is a loser and God is the one to follow. Because I kept thinking, when I realized, I kept thinking, I know that faith and salvation doesn't come through good works. But it was like, one of the biggest things is, with Christianity, is some people may think that they can just sin and then God will forgive them. That's not something we should be doing. I never had bad intentions watching Gotham. And it was really just crazy what happened. I've been rambling on for 6 minutes. I gotta get this done. But like, just wow. Just thank you guys for supporting me so much, okay? I love you all so much. And I can maybe finally say, the stress, the anxiety, it might be coming to an end. Thank you guys for everything. Satan is a loser. Jesus is the only way to heaven. God is the one to follow. Have a blessed and amazing day, my friends. Thank you for everything.